Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Occasionally Relevant Gaming Show. I'm Phil D.
I'm Scott G.
And I think we got some splaining to do.
Ooh, boy. This is... man, there is some fuck shit happening in the industry right now.
It's sus. It's real sus.
Straight sus.
And I don't mean suspended cords here.
Yeah, so I guess before we get into all the fuckery that's been going around, let me mention something that's actually kind of cool and I'm pretty excited about. So I found out this morning that Nintendo are releasing the first Fire Emblem. I think it's called, what was it?
That's
it's,
cool.
Dragon Lord and the Light Sword or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know. Let me look this up so I get my things right. That's what it is. Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light.
Cool. Yeah.
Which is apparently the first Fire Emblem game. It's never been released over here in the West. And of course, now that Marth is a big thing in Smash Brothers.
Marth and Roy.
That's right. They're like, hey, well, we can just repackage and translate this. And I actually think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, they got the 30, I think this is for like some kind of like 30th anniversary kind of thing. So this would be like the 30th anniversary of the first Fire Emblem game.
Oh,
but
wow.
they're putting out this really cool like anniversary package. Let me pull this up so you can see this boy, see what all they got there. I mean, it's pretty sweet.
Oh, whoa. You get an NES cartridge of it?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't tell me that.
Dude, I told you it was, I know. Pretty much I led with the price. So this is apparently going to be about $50.
You made me think that this wasn't worth it.
No.
It has an NES cart.
It's absolutely
it's all
worth.
shiny, guys.
Dude,
it's chrome.
it's see-through.
It's very shiny. Oh, it's see-through?
Really,
that's see-through? Or is it shiny chrome?
Is it shiny chrome? It looks kind of see-through, but maybe it's shiny chrome. Either
Dude,
way,
if it's clear plastic
or
if it's shiny chrome,
either way,
it's,
that's awesome.
That's fine.
It comes with little books, little art books and stuff like that.
That's
neat.
deluxe. So for $50 you can get the game. So you told me the game base is like $6 or something?
Yeah. Downloadable, it's going to be about $6. So
that's cool. Yeah.
So, I mean, totally worth trying out.
If you guys like Fire Emblem. I mean, I've always been a big fan of tactics RPGs.
Yeah.
And Fire Emblem was like one of those reasons to have a GBA.
Oh, absolutely.
It was one of the things that immediately made me fall in love with that whole platform. I got an SP. That was the first time I got one when they had the backlight and everything. And immediately it was Fire Emblem. It was Metroid Fusion. It was, those games.
Those games.
Yep. But Fire Emblem has always been one that, like, the GameCube version of that one. I don't remember which that one's called.
Yeah. I had one that was on the DS.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of fun with that one. That's about all I've ever played of the series though. But this I'm pretty big into retro like RPGs anyway.
Dude,
so
you getting a cartridge of it is insane.
Yeah.
Means
because I still have my original NES and it still works.
I got one in there too, man.
So it's kind of, it's like maybe that $50 is worth it. But
I mean, that makes me want to buy that.
Absolutely.
I had no interest in this. I don't own a Switch.
Yeah.
I might buy this.
Yeah.
You just sold me on it with that shiny cartridge.
Well, good. See what happens.
A cartridge and an art book. Damn.
Yeah, dude.
My wallet hates me.
Doesn't it? But yeah, that's the good news.
Yeah.
So yay,
Fire Emblem. Is that the only good news?
I think that might be the only good news we have right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought we had something else.
Strap in, guys. This is gonna be a long one.
Okay. So the next thing I gotta say, I was talking about this, I think on the last show. We have some Oculus issues. Okay, I have a tiny amount of good news on this, which is if you are in a household with someone else and you have an Oculus and you guys both use it or whatever, and you don't have a Facebook but they do. It's not a problem for you to use, your parent or your brother or whatever's Facebook to log in so that both of you guys can use the system.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it's not that restrictive. At least they just want a Facebook account that has a good standing.
Yeah.
I still think that's bullshit,
Yeah,
because
I don't really see why I have to attach my social media to my video games now. Like, I really
like
don't.
it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't see. I don't really want anybody to know that I just got an achievement for playing Super Hot all the way through. Maybe that's not the thing, especially when I've got it on every platform that I've purchased it for. That might not look good. You hit those 10,000 hour achievements.
Side by side. Yeah, you're doing like a side by side comparison. Well, the PC Super Hot.
Yeah, that's right.
Play through that's all you got to do. You just explain it away. I have to play it this much.
I have a podcast. I'm sorry.
I have to, guys.
I owe it to the fans.
Right.
But it still seems like it's like a social currency kind of situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you have to have a good social standing on your Facebook, and if you happen to say something wrong, you might get banned for 30, 90 days and potentially not be able to use the software that you have.
Right.
Well, a bunch of people are starting to make Facebook accounts for this because let's say they don't have a spouse or a sibling or someone else that constantly uses it or that kind of thing. Because I totally understand them not wanting you to go, hey, Scott that doesn't live with me at all and I don't ever share anything, let me log in with your Facebook.
Yeah.
They don't really want people to do that,
want that. Yeah.
But if you guys are both using the thing, then I don't see anybody having an issue with this, right? And I'm just trying to keep within the bounds of not getting an account banned. Okay, I'm trying to
absolutely
right,
yeah.
Because now people are creating new Facebook accounts for the specific purpose. People like me that have never wanted a fucking Facebook account,
right?
That are like, okay, well, I do want that quest too. I guess I'll make one.
Essentially making burner accounts for the most part. Yeah,
you have to use your real name and you have to do that, but you're not going to use it. You're just going to use it so that you can Facebook.
Yeah.
So you can Oculus.
There you go.
There you go. And people are getting their accounts immediately banned because it's suspicious activity for them creating a Facebook and signing up for Oculus. Because apparently people think that you're making a burner account even when you use legitimate information.
Oh my God.
So Facebook that controls this whole system, the Oculus, the hardware, the Facebook side of it,
right.
the every side of it, they're fucking it right now. They're screwing the pooch, and they're making people that already didn't want to deal with the situation unhappy about something that you're forcing their hand on.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, hey, that thing we made you do that you didn't want to do, well, now it got your shit banned. And I don't know, we might be able to fix it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's like, oh, and by the way, hey, this headset that you just spent, dropped like what? Like $300 on at this
3
point.
or 4, depending.
It's useless.
It's useless until we fix this issue.
Yeah.
Fuck off, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't even know if once the headset's bricked, you'd be able to still use it for Steam VR. Although
really?
I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. I'm just saying they're dicks. Maybe they won't let you turn on the Oculus app and log in. It'll be like, we're sorry, you're banned because we suck.
Yeah.
And
try to be positive, guys, but
this is not good. This is not good.
Expect the worst and hope for the best, guys.
This is such a weird situation, with, like I said, Palmer Luckey, the original Oculus founder, pretty much promising everybody that when he got with Facebook, this wasn't going to happen.
Right.
As soon as he leaves, they basically come in and go, well, he's not here anymore, and the Zuck says we got to do it, so we're doing it.
The Zuck.
And you got to listen to the Zuck, dude.
Somebody let the Zuck out of the closet.
Who let the Zuck out?
Who let the Zuck out?
Oh, man. So he's pretty much, made it where this situation is so locked down that some of the loyal fans of Oculus, i.e. me, are questioning buying future Oculus products. You know? I think that if I can use, somebody in my household's Facebook account, that kind of thing, somebody I know that uses the platform's Facebook account, and
aren't going to be shitheads on it,
and aren't going to say something fucked up online. You can set up all your things to where it doesn't send them ads. You can actually tick all those boxes. Hey, don't display my interactions on Oculus on my Facebook account. Don't send me. You just have to go through it and do the settings.
Mm-hmm. But
come on. This is a big shoot yourself in the foot for what was supposed to be a big step in VR. You know?
Well, there seems to be a lot of that going around recently, honestly.
Man.
We need to take these guns away, man.
Stop it. Stop shooting yourself in the foot.
Yourself in the foot.
Everybody
This
just
is almost like a fucking what is it? Sadism at this point, dude.
go sit on your hands.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
The second part about this Oculus that's worse is that they basically, I think I mentioned this, that the strap for the Oculus 2
wasn't all that great.
Not great.
Yeah.
Not so great. Well, they have this upgraded strap, right? You can get it for like $60. It's super dope.
Yeah.
They're breaking.
Huh.
The shit came out 10 days ago, 15 days ago.
Really?
Fuck, I don't even remember how long. Like last week, I think.
Yeah,
I really think.
so it hasn't been that long.
No.
Not long enough for these things to be falling the fuck apart right out of the box, essentially.
And not just a little break. Like the main part of the strap.
Yeah. Like to the point where it's not even functional.
Not functional at all. Absolute garbage. Yeah. That's not okay. You guys put a cheap ass strap on the headset to save some money, forcing people to buy an upgraded strap that doesn't even withstand normal use. We're not talking about people headbanging in VR. We're not talking about people trying to skydive with their VR headset. I'm talking about normal use, man. You should be able to get through some Beat Saber.
Absolutely.
Or some O-Shape or
without
some
strap
pistol whip. Yeah.
breaking on you.
That's
Absolutely.
It's ridiculous. You know about O-Shape, by the way?
No.
Okay, so you know that Japanese game where they send the boards at people that are a shape that you have to make your body into so that you can it's that in VR.
Oh, that's neat.
It's neat. It's neat.
That's super neat.
O-Shape.
Okay. Cool beans.
Cool. But not cool when your head strap breaks.
Not at all. That's never cool.
Nah.
So boo, Oculus.
Boo.
Boo. Shame on you.
Man.
You're bad and you should feel bad for it.
Bad boys. I still blame it on the Zuck.
It's all the Zuck's fault.
Blame it on the Zuck.
That's right.
Matter of fact, guys, if you just want to blame everything in life on Mark Zuckerberg,
go ahead.
Go for it. I think it works better than any other scapegoat at this point.
Yeah.
I like him as the target. I don't know. That's just me. Maybe it's just because he has that dead fish eyes look.
Yeah.
You ask him a question and he's like, "Oh shit, people talk to me. Oh, shit, they noticed me." This
goes over to one of his guys. Hey, why the fuck is this person talking to me?
Can you remove him? I don't want to speak.
Yeah.
So what's next in bad news, Scott?
Well,
because this isn't news anymore. It's just bad news.
Yeah, it's just bad news. Welcome to bad news.
It's bad.
It's what they come here for.
Bad news and us chuckling at each other.
Yeah.
That's what they come here for.
Well, okay. So you brought this to my attention last week.
Yes, I did.
The Epic Apple situation.
We're not calling Apple Epic.
No, no, not at all. Look, okay, so Epic sued Apple for you know what? You explain it.
Okay.
Because this is some fuck shit across the board. Look, I'm saying this as a fucking disclaimer right now. Everybody involved in this are fuckheads. All of them. Pieces of fucking corporate shit. And this is some bullshit. Seriously.
As he put it earlier, it's a trillionaire slap fight.
It's a trillion. Look, it's a $1 trillion company and another $1 trillion company slapping their dicks out and wiggling them at each other, going, mine's bigger, you know, and then they want us to come in and judge how big their dicks are. Fuck right off.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they expect us to be on their side about it. Epic specifically.
They expect us to pick sides.
I don't think Apple is actually taking a bad stance here, which is the problem, is that usually I'm very anti-Apple in the decisions that they make, but in this specific problem, I'm like, I don't know. So let's I'm gonna lay this down, and you guys can think of it for yourselves, but you should look into this and see. Yeah. I'm only gonna have so many details,
Yeah.
So, as you know, Fortnite is apparently really popular.
In case you guys didn't know,
I don't understand. To be honest,
what is Fortnite?
I guess I'm a boomer.
That's probably another thing we need to say. We are not fans of Fortnite whatsoever. It's not even it's not even that I necessarily hate the game.
No,
it just literally does not enter my mind.
Yeah, it's just it's like the way I feel about Minecraft. Actually,
I feel you.
I don't hate Minecraft whatsoever, and I look at some Minecraft.
And I'm glad people have fun with it.
Yeah,
and
it's cool.
Get some enjoyment out of it.
But not me.
Yeah,
that's just not me. Yeah.
But anyways,
so Fortnite being on pretty much every platform, including iOS and Android, has the odd situation of being a free game, right? That its currency for every other platform can be purchased directly from Epic.
Yeah.
But on Apple, on iTunes, because of their terms of service,
iOS and basically the Apple Store.
They have to pay a royalty for selling the currency for the iOS version, because you have to buy it through iTunes.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So any sale through iTunes, you're paying a royalty.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the way it works is that with every other version, you're able to do it within game or through the Epic site or something like that, where you go get a card. Oh, here's some Fortnite points. You know what I mean? I don't think it works that same way because of the way iTunes is.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know if you. I really don't know, but I don't think you can just go get Fortnite points for your iOS version.
Right.
Somewhere else. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But this is also in-game currency, because of course the game being free,
and this isn't just Fortnite that does this. I mean, this is pretty much anything that you get, and you guys know how the fucking Apple Store works.
Everybody knows this. Yeah. Everybody knows. I'm just explaining it for
the layman.
That's it. For all those laymans we got. At a certain point, Epic has decided to get a bug up their ass with paying that royalty to iTunes.
What is that dude's name?
Fuck. Tim Sweeney.
Tim Sweeney
got a bug up his ass.
Tim Fuckhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
specifically.
Yeah. And I used to really be a big Tim Sweeney fan. I used to think that Tim Sweeney was only second to John fucking Carmack.
Oh, okay.
Okay? That's the way I used to look at Tim Sweeney. Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, Cliff Bleszinski's cool. I like that guy. I really love the games that he produced. I love that stuff. But Cliff Bleszinski's it's a fucking gun with a chainsaw bayonet. Yeah. Like, that's that guy.
Yeah.
Tim Sweeney is the dude that came up with, like the shaders that we use nowadays, like the way that graphics pipelines work, the way that I'm like, he's one of those technological geniuses, that I've always respected.
Yeah.
Until he started getting money.
But
and now that he has money, he's obviously in this position of like, well, now I need to be petty with everything that goes on. And he thinks he's causing some kind of revolution because he thinks, oh, I'm not going to pay the iOS royalty fee. I'm going to be able to sell this currency directly to my customers and fuck Apple. So
they essentially created their own version, like in-game currency.
A workaround
that subverts
on the iOS version.
Yeah, that subverts Apple's payments, which is against Apple's fucking terms and agreements, against their fucking policies,
stuff that they agreed to.
So, Apple dropped Fortnite
from iOS.
From iOS.
Period.
Okay. Now, where this shit gets real fucked up is Epic was expecting this shit. They did this shit on fucking purpose, because they had a whole fucking hashtag campaign played out. They had a fucking commercial, and you saw this piece of shit commercial. This is one of the most cynical things I've ever seen in my fucking life, dude. Like,
it's cynical propaganda, man.
They're using an old Apple commercial. The famous Ridley Scott, I think, what is it, Apple II or something?
Yeah, 1984.
The 1984 parody or whatever. They're using that skin to basically go, look at how, totalitarian Apple is. Rise up, Fortnite players. They took your Fortnite away. Free Fortnite. Fuck right the fuck off. You orchestrated this shit yourself. This is your bed. You're going to fucking sleep in it. And you know what? They're getting raked over the coals over this, because most of the people that have looked at this have seen how cynical it is and are literally going, fuck you.
Man.
And they don't have a leg to stand on. That's the thing. They not only knowingly broke their terms of agreement with Apple, willingly and knowingly. This is essentially a Trojan horse situation.
Absolutely.
They did this so they could make a big stink about, Apple, takes more from the developers and we only charge 15%. They're charging 30%. They need to just charge 30%. Fuck off. Man. None of that money goes to the developers, guys. Let's be fucking real. This is literally $2 trillion companies fighting over who gets more of your money. You are not going to see shit from this. Period.
And part of the reason that this has been happening too is because they've been having the same war with Steam, but they're not on Steam. But they've been having this, like, I guess, philosophical war as far as being like, we believe that, like you said, the percentages are too high for what Steam takes, and Epic Game Store is doing the right thing by, doing all this, and
aren't we the good guys?
That's the whole thing. They are just patting themselves on the back. They're trying to swoop in and save the games industry from a problem that I think would work itself out over time, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying that there aren't developers out there that get fucked by certain, companies in the way that they deal with.
In fact, we are absolutely saying that there
happens all the time.
Developers out there that get fucked over by the companies they work for.
Of course, but it's one of those situations where like Epic coming in and stirring up this situation might cause a much larger issue.
And
then just getting the developers another 10% off.
I mean, whether Fortnite returns to iOS,
this could fuck anything made by Unreal Engine over.
Pretty much.
This could fuck licensing over. This could potentially the weirdest precedent that I've heard so far that could be made as far as this court situation is that it could rule in a certain way that any platform whatsoever that has exclusive software could be deemed illegal. That doesn't benefit anyone in the long run.
Not at all.
Because if Epic were to succeed in this situation and push it all the way through, okay, because they're trying to claim some kind of monopolizing situation, right? Like they have a monopoly on the situation.
Yeah.
This is making, the more litigious out there look through how all of these services are operating, and they're starting to realize that there are oddities in all of it that could be anti-consumer, monopolistic, these things that they're trying to fight against. Well, what if Epic's been doing the same monopolistic bullshit
They have!
too? Huh?
That's the thing!
Yeah.
They have! There is no hero in this fight, dude.
No, there's no.
Neither one of these companies are
fuck
worth
Apple, man.
any of this.
Yeah. Fuck Apple. I mean, I'm recording on a Mac right now. Yeah. You know what? I'm recording on a used 15-year-old Mac right now because I'm not going to buy their new trash.
I'm not sitting here saying
buy their fucking their expensive bullshit. No. I hate that I own an iPhone, to be honest. I'm just used to the shit. I'm not going to buy a new one. I fucking hate Apple, okay? I hate them. But at the same time, they're more in the right than Epic in this particular legal battle. And that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem. I don't want to kind of be on Apple's side.
Yes.
It makes me feel dirty.
Yeah. I'm going to have to take a shower after this.
All of you people make me feel dirty.
But yeah, no, and that's the thing, and it's not even that, like, honestly, I'm more worried about the long-reaching effects that this legal case could potentially have.
Because if Epic wants to fuck themselves over,
go for it.
It sucks, man. I've been wanting another Unreal tournament for so long that, because I mean, this crap that they have right now where it's like the community building their own Unreal tournament, they're never going to have the game that I want.
No.
They're never, it's going to be a partial game. It's going to be an infinite beta, basically,
Yeah, essentially.
And the new Gears of Wars are fine, whatever. Gears of War Tactics is cool. Yeah, great. But at this point, they care about Fortnite, and they don't mean that much to me anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah. what hurts me to think about though is like in my specific field is that I'm a 3D artist. I've been learning how to do game development for a long time. Not saying that I'm making a game. I wish I was.
Yeah.
But I've been
learning
slowly
stuff,
studying this stuff for years now. And you know what I've been looking into?
What's that?
Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
Since 3.
Yeah, and that's the thing is this could honestly fuck a lot of developers
Yeah.
that have honestly built themselves around Unreal Engine specifically, and any indie developers that want to get into, doing like 3D stuff, or anything that you can do in Unreal. I mean, it's one of the more prolific development softwares.
It is. And that's part of the reason I was a big Tim Sweeney fan.
Absolutely.
I like the way that they were always like, no, Unreal Engine is free. You just get it and start making games. Cool. And then, we take a little bit off the top when you sell games. Well, cool. But think about that. If the engine's taking a bit off the top and then Steam's taking a bit off the top and then Nintendo's taking a bit off the top and then Microsoft taking a bit, and then you're like, man, I'm getting fucked. I made $5 out of my $1,000. That's not nice.
And And again, it would have to take a complete dismantling and restructuring of the entire industry, like to really fix a lot of those deep-seated problems. But I don't really see Epic being like that. Like this situation with Epic, it's not something that's eventually going to lead to anything good.
And they're not going to back down.
No.
They're going to keep pushing this shit until it's a complete nuclear disaster for the entire games industry.
Yeah.
Because they don't care. And Apple doesn't give a shit about anything but winning.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Apple pretty much shows that. I'm going to complain about Apple real quick here on another note, just because I want to. Just in case any of you guys don't know about this, I'd really like anybody to go reference this. This is one of the few things politically that I actually give a shit about. The right to repair bill. The right to repair bill was something that was pushed out a little while ago. I'm pretty sure it got shot down, which sucks. But there have been a lot of people campaigning for it, especially Louis Rossmann. He's an Apple repair technician. He owns the store. He's not a technician. He's an awesome dude. But Louis Rossmann has pushed this idea basically that Apple does not want people to be able to have schematics. They don't want people to be able to repair their stuff. They don't want to do. Don't want to provide you with parts. They don't want to do any of the basic.
They
things.
basically want to make sure that you have to go to an Apple store in order to get your shit fixed.
Absolutely, and that's also trying to set a precedent legally that would allow John Deere or Chevrolet or Marshall Amps or whatever, the same kind of copyright style thing to repair. Yeah. Oh, well, schematics are a copyright. Those parts are copyrighted. All of these are intellectual properties that we're not even going to sell you. We can't sell you those things. That you could take
then
those.
You'll know it.
Yeah, you could take those and then you could make your own
online,
and you could make your own,
and then everybody's fixing things,
and then everybody's making an Apple computer. We can't have that, man. Fuck you. How many people are actually fixing this shit?
Yeah,
there's Louis Rossmann. Okay, and then there's a handful of people that watch Louis Rossmann. That's
pretty much. Yeah,
okay? Apple is no stranger to doing the same anti-consumer bullshit that's going on here.
Right, exactly.
And in those court cases, they're doing the same thing. They're not listening to the logic of the situation. They are just moneying the situation with better lawyers to try to crush anybody that has anything to say about it, because they know they can money them out of the court and then they can get the way that they want the things to go. Okay.
I just imagine a bunch of dudes in business suits just throwing
that's what they do.
Big wads of money.
They
just money them out of the court.
They practice all day at the strip club, and then it's time to go to court. You guys good? And they scoop them all back up off the floor, and the strippers are like, "Hey!" And they're like, "We got to go to court."
Sorry, we were just practicing.
That was all my cash, I was just. But yeah, it's a neither of these sides are good corporate entities at this point. Both of them are two evil fucks that are fighting over the scraps,
over like maybe a cent more,
because they want to have bigger market share than the other.
Absolutely,
it's not healthy competition. This is not healthy competition. You know what would be healthy competition is if, you know what? On iOS, you can't. Never mind. Actually, there's no way to circumvent this problem with iOS unless maybe you could run. What if you could run Fortnite in browser? Can you do that? Can you run Fortnite in browser? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
I don't know. Be smart about it. I'll be smart, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Epic is not being smart. They are being stubborn. They are being shitty right now.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
Yeah. Well, and also the fact that they're trying to rally all the fans. Come get behind us. We're making a revolution.
Like I give a shit.
For real. Fuck right off, Epic. I don't give a two shits about, like, fuck Fortnite. Let it die. Mm-hmm. You know? And honestly, on that note, Unreal Engine, let it die too. Because fuck the AAA game industry. Indie devs are going to be fine. They are resourceful motherfuckers. They will find a way to make a game. We will still have games, but it won't be this over-bloated, heavy bullshit that we've been getting from the AAA industry. Fuck all of them. Let them die. Let it all burn.
Speaking of which,
yeah,
why don't we talk about The Last of Us 2?
Woo!
What do you think about that for a segue?
I think it's great.
I don't even think you meant to complain directly into this one.
Not really.
I've been putting this off for a while. I really wanted to talk with a couple of friends. One of my buddies, I just can't ever get him up here. He's busy. You know, stuff happens. Yeah. It's the way it is. And then my other friend fell off halfway through the game. And I was like, man, at least you could. I just wanted to talk to you about it.
You could at least finish it.
Come on. It's like another 10 hours. Just fucking play it.
It's only another 10 hours.
You don't like stabbing folks? I don't understand.
Okay. So, and I have not played either of The Last of Us, but that's fine. I know what happens.
And you also know the external bullshit that's been going on to a degree, right?
Yeah.
So I have to give a shout out to an individual that I listen to on a regular basis, a YouTuber named Ranton. Okay, Ranton's dope. You guys should check him out. Ranton makes hilarious review videos, but he's German Chinese. Okay? He speaks clear English too. He speaks very good English, very good Chinese, and very good German. And he'll speak all three of them in the same video. So he just says whatever the hell he wants all the time. He's genius. He really is.
Yeah.
So he did this video that I think sums up the point I was trying to figure out what I didn't like about The Last of Us 2. Because I feel more like him than any other reviewer I've listened to. And I've said a lot of the things he had to say, but he finally said the one thing that I didn't have the final key. Why don't I like this? Where's the capstone? Where is it?
Where are the words? Yeah, exactly.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and say I did not dislike The Last of Us 2.
Yeah, and you were telling me about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Didn't dislike it.
Yeah.
I had fun. I had fun throughout the whole game.
Wait, fun.
Yeah, I had to think about that for a second.
Yeah, that works.
Well, there's also this dumbass Neil Druckmann quote, who's the director of the game,
right?
That said, "Oh, this game isn't fun; it's an experience."
Fuck you. Well then you can keep it,
you
dude.
Hipster bastard. You fucking hipster bastard.
Because I was buying a game to have fun.
Hey, I'm just gonna tangent here. You remember when we used to work at Jackson's?
Yeah.
Which is a failed restaurant, so I don't care about talking about them anymore.
Yeah, who cares?
That's how me and Scott met, was working at this restaurant, Jackson's. And there was a hotel. No, not hotel. Apartments. Just very expensive apartments upstairs. I guess maybe condos. Is that what and there was this douchey hipster guy that used to come down and drink all the time, that used to wear that hat.
I remember him.
The hat.
I remember the hat.
Yeah. Okay, and then he had the younger brother that would sit out there with his notebook, right? Now, the younger brother I would occasionally talk to. The older one I really didn't like at all.
Yeah.
The younger brother was all right when he wasn't being pretentious. And he used to say this thing that makes me think of Neil Druckmann. It's just funny because he would say this thing and he'd just go, "Well, as a writer."
Oh, God.
And then he'd explain something. And he probably said that 40 times to me. Well, as a writer.
And in that tone of voice.
Yeah. No joke at all.
No joke.
He can attest to this.
Absolutely, yeah.
But that makes me think of Neil Druckmann. It's that kind of person. That Well, you wouldn't get it. And,
but I would.
But I would. I feel the situation. And, this kind of fart smelling, I don't like, right?
Yeah.
And I think that if that kind of fart smelling didn't happen, a lot of people wouldn't even be pissed off at this game.
No one would give a fuck. It would have been like, oh, it's Last of Us 2. People played it. Some people liked it. Some people didn't. Move on to the next thing.
They'd be like, wow, that bitch buff.
Yeah.
And then they'd move on.
Yeah, right?
That's a huge bitch. She, I mean, like, seriously, like, Abby's a murderer. And, and I love Abby. Like, I don't care what other people think about it. I don't fucking care. She's bad.
Yeah. Hell yeah,
bad, dude. And
she's got them sexy ass back muscles.
You like it? You like it?
Hey.
Yeah, you like. Man, you ever seen that chick that cosplays Chun-Li?
Yeah, boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just look up Chun-Li cosplays. It's the one that
you'll know which one it is.
Yeah, it's the one that'll. That's the one. Like, The Last of Us 2, gameplay wise, is fucking awesome.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. It reminds me of mostly two things.
Okay.
Well, of course, the original Last of Us.
I was about to say, well, there's one.
Well, that's one, but
never mind.
So three things. Metal Gear Solid.
Telling me that the sequel to this game
feels like the game.
Feels like the game.
So it's
interesting.
It feels like Metal Gear Solid 5 with the movement, with the character movement, and the contextual things that you can do, and the way that, like, because they did a really good job in Metal Gear Solid 5 where it looks like, Big Boss's planet in the world, and he touches stuff when he goes by it, and he does little things like that.
Okay, that's neat.
This is up to the next level. Your character looks at specific things. Every tiny little like the you know what? I'll talk about the animation in a second. Let me talk about gameplay first. Okay.
Yeah.
So gameplay wise, it's very much like Metal Gear Solid 5 in the sneaky side of things.
I got you.
Not in anything else.
Yeah, because you're a sneaky person.
Yeah, just in the sneaky side of things.
Yeah.
And like Manhunt in the action for the most part.
Yeah, because even though this is a zombie game, you're mostly killing men.
I'd say it's a good half and half.
Half and half? Yeah.
It's a solid half and half.
Okay.
But, I mean, the thing is, like, this ties into the same... Last of Us ties into the same kind of feeling of a zombie post-apocalyptic world where it's like, yeah, zombies are bad, but, man, people are bad, too.
Yeah.
You know, it's very much a, like, Walking Dead situation.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, yeah.
You think the zombies are bad.
Zombie story, B.
Zombie story B, yeah. Zombie story A is, well, zombies are real bad. And zombie story B is, but, like, well, humans are worse.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, zombie story B.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that our shorthand now? Is this zombie story B?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I think that the sneaking, the stealth kills, the way that the physical, the melee combat works. Like you have a really good dodge,
Yeah, I remember you were showing me something. You were fighting a bunch of infected in the woods or whatever, and you had those two I don't know. The twins or whatever with you or whatever. Yeah.
When I was Abby.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man.
You're right, man. Abby does get down, dude.
Abby gets down, dude. Man.
Abby puts him to sleep.
I love the way she chokes him out too, because she just fucking muscles him straight out. Man.
Yeah, boy.
I don't know. I like her character. I can't help it. This story actually makes me like Ellie less.
Which makes sense.
I don't think that's a popular opinion. I think most people are so attached to Ellie that they're like, no, they just did her wrong. It doesn't actually make them think, I don't know, man. I kind of think this makes Ellie a little bit of a piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of what they did in the last game.
They kind of made Joel a piece of shit.
By the end.
And then Joel gets the fuck beaten out of him in this game, and everybody goes, oh, boo-hoo, my dad figure. Your dad figure was a murderer for many, many years, and he did something that fucked the entire human species. Your
dad figure was literally a psychopath that just so happened to be living in a world where psychopaths can literally thrive.
And look, I love, Tommy. I love Joel. I like the way that their characters are.
Yeah.
But man,
solidly well-written characters for the most part. That's
right.
the thing that a lot of people get wrong. Characters don't have to be likable to be well-written.
Game of Thrones, dude.
Period.
Littlefinger.
Literally anything
Littlefinger.
that comes out on television
well, yeah,
now.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. But Littlefinger, though, is really who I'm thinking of. Littlefinger's such a good character. He's such a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So this game succeeds in its gameplay.
Absolutely. Okay.
It succeeds, and this is from Ranton, okay? This is from Ranton. I'm saying this.
Yeah.
It succeeds in its gameplay. It succeeds in its micro story.
Yeah.
It completely fails its macro story.
Yeah.
There is no world building here. There is, I mean, it shows you that there's other parts in the country that are also affected this way.
Right.
Hey, this is what it looks like in California. Hey, this is what it looks like in, what are they, in Washington? Hey, this is what it looks like in, so they show you some stuff like that, but you don't know what's going on. You don't have any idea if anything's going to get better or worse, all you know is that all of the characters in this had a very dramatic story that crushed all their lives.
Yeah.
There's a micro story that builds itself over here. It builds itself.
And I'm sure,
over
like
here,
each individual scene or each individual part is essentially like worthwhile.
Yes.
And well done.
Yes.
In
the moment.
But then when you step back and look at it, it's just like.
But what actually happened?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, well, nothing actually really happened for real.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
And that could be a potentially, intentional thing. I could see it because there's a lot of nihilism in this game.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is nihilism, the game.
It is. Oh, it really is.
Essentially.
And it came out at the wrong time, guys. Ooh. And so I could see them. Yeah, not a good look. I could definitely see them intentionally trying to make it nihilistic in that sense. It's like, guess what? Everyone you know is fucking dead. Everything's been taken away from you. Anybody that does exist has completely fucked themselves over. Deal with it.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm not 100% opposed to that as a theme.
I'm not either.
But
I'm not.
Yeah.
And I also don't think that those points of The Last of Us 2 make the stabbing folks any less satisfying. And that's something that really, really might get me. I mean, I started the game on, I guess, hard, because I went in knowing that I wanted
a good challenge, yeah.
And I felt like it was engaging. I felt like the sneaking mechanics and how to deal with things, and I liked being able to duck back behind something and then craft a explosive arrow and then pop out and turn somebody into bits. I mean, the violence is so good. This is like.
Oh, and it'll get on you.
Oh,
it'll get the fuck on you.
And I like how it gets on you too. When there are things that are haunting about the violence, and when I say it's so good, I'm not being like oh my god, I love that gore. I mean, I kind of do, But
whatever, it's a video game.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I love the presentation.
What is it? One spine ripped out in a video game is one not ripped out in the real world.
That's it. Right? That's right. That's a 1-1 comparison.
That's right.
But the way the gore is presented is so realistic in not just like I said, if you blow somebody up with an arrow, they turn into chunks in a blood bucket. Like it looks like a Tim Savini movie. Just boom, like it's a meat bag.
Absolutely.
That blows up.
Well, I mean,
but when you shoot someone in the neck and they bleed out slowly, and they call out to their friends, and they choke on their blood as they're dying.
Right.
You don't just go, oh man, the gore's really good. You go, oh fuck. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. And it leaves you with a feeling that I've never had in a game. I've never felt bad about killing somebody in a game for real. I've always been like, oh man, well that kind of sucked a little bit.
Yeah.
Or maybe even in a story point. Oh, it was a little sad at the end of Mass Effect when I got Saren to kill himself. That was a little sad. I was like, oh damn, they got me. It's nowhere like killing somebody and then have their friend come around and go, Julie, hey guys, where'd Julie go? oh my god, Julie's dead, everybody. Yeah. And then they freak the fuck out like their best friend just died, like they just found their best friend's corpse.
Yeah.
Every single character that you kill has a name.
Yeah.
You know? It puts
it really is there to ultimately make you. It's there to make you feel bad.
It is. It's there to make you feel like
shit. It's literally
for what
there
you
to
did.
make you feel bad. Is there a way? Now, here's a question: is there a way to not kill people in this game? Like, can you just sneak past them?
Yeah, you
or
could.
Do they pretty much lock you into having?
There are some situations
some
that
scripted.
You have to kill some people, but I would say if you're good at it. But I mean, when I play Metal Gear, I don't knock folks out. I murder.
You put them to sleep
all the way. Yeah.
All the way.
There's only two options. Okay, you're either getting knocked out to get on a balloon, or you're getting shot or stabbed or neck broke. Okay, that's it. You got two ways out here: a balloon or dead. Now in Last of Us 2, there ain't no balloons.
So you only got one option.
I'm all out of balloons.
That's right.
So
a little rowdy Roddy Piper for you.
All out of balloons, dude.
All out of balloons.
And eliminating everybody in the map has always been my goal. So I'm not trying to sneak past everybody, but I'm pretty sure that in most of it you could clear whole areas without ever getting into a fight. So unless they aggress upon you, you could get past a bunch of stuff. But that doesn't exactly play into the character of this story.
Yeah.
This is a revenge story.
From
two different sides
I got you.
of people that don't give a fuck about each other.
Yeah.
This doesn't work in the same way that a lot of...
Yeah.
It's not like Metal Gear where it's like, well, sure, you could kill all these people, but you could also just be the good, You
could be the good soldier.
You could be the good soldier.
Be the good guy.
You make the choice. You do the thing. No, this story's told for you. This is actually a role-playing game. And people don't like that, do they? No, you can't call this a role-playing game, can you? But you are playing
They're taking away my individuality.
That's right. That's what a role-playing game is. You take another role. And this role that you're taking on... now, of course, that's a different kind of thing.
Right. Look, we could get into all the semantics, but we're not going to.
I'm being a dick, okay? I'm sorry. But the having the story forced on you the way Last of Us 2 does not happen very often. Having the story shoved in your fucking face.
Yeah.
And having some of the events happen that immediately make you question why you're even playing this game.
Right.
Fuck you guys. Why'd you do that?
Yeah.
Why'd you do that? Why did you just beat Joel to death in front of me with a fucking golf club and then have a dude spit on his corpse?
Yeah.
You know why? Because they are the people that Joel ruined everything from.
Right, exactly.
They feel the same way that Ellie does as soon as Ellie gets Joel taken away from her. Does it justify either thing? No, of course it doesn't.
Well, because it's running on that whole, since this is essentially a revenge story,
Yeah.
I mean, it really is holding on to the, violence only propagates more violence.
And there's nothing wrong with that as a story.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
As a theme, that's that's tried and true, well-worn material. Go for it.
And the micro details of the way that these character interactions are, they're believable. They have, playful dialogue. They feel like real people for the most part. They have motivations that make sense, and they move through the world in a way that seems like a person that doesn't know everything. It's not some
writer's convenience or whatever. Yeah,
it doesn't feel that way at all when it comes to the way these. I hate it when people try to say characters should make a perfect decision in anything.
No,
these characters.
That's not how humans work.
These people keep making poor decisions. That's what the story's about. Is about poor decisions. The only reason people are so unsatisfied with that, though, It's because every bit of this micro writing that really works out every time you kill a main character, every time you shoot a pregnant girl, you know what I mean? Because that happens. You shoot a pregnant girl and her boyfriend, and you kill their fucking dog. I think it's really funny, though, that everybody was pissed off about the dog, not the pregnant lady, but that's a whole different problem, right?
They make you kill a dog?
It was a cute German Shepherd, too.
Right.
Well, the dog was about to rip their throat out, and those two folks were about to shoot Ellie. So, whatever, but none of it's justified, right? None of it's justified, and that's the whole point of the macro or the micro story. None of this is justified. This shit sucks.
Yeah.
And if they'd somehow figured out a way to tie that into a macro story,
then
they actually would have had this 10 out of 10 experience that they were going for.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually don't care that they didn't tie it into a macro story.
Okay.
I intend on playing through the game again on New Game Plus with the updated stuff. I think it's really cool. They added a whole bunch of like filters, and you can dude, there is granular customization of the AI.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
so the enemy AI, you can actually granularly change simple things like, how much can they see? How much do they aggress? What do they do when they, you could, so you can crank things up, you can turn things down. I'd like to play with this system.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to skip a lot of them cutscenes, though.
Yeah, because you know the story.
I know the story.
Yeah.
I think it was a good story. I think it was a sad-ass story.
Yeah.
And I totally understand why it's not satisfying for many people.
Mm-hmm.
But Children of Men is one of my favorite movies, so I like the most bleak, depressing thing you can get.
That's right.
Please give me the nihilistic story, because it makes me feel a little bit better about my personal life.
Right.
Like, well, okay.
Well, at least I'm not
there. Okay.
I'm not there. Yeah, I feel you.
And it's good. It's good. That's the last one. I'll deal with it.
Okay.
We're looking at the computer.
We were pointing at computers.
Yeah, and I think it's very funny that everyone blew up over this game because of Neil Druckmann being a dick and because them being pissed off because, I don't know, Abby's too buff and they think she's trans or something. What? And then there's like a young girl in the game boy, I mean, I don't know. I'm sorry. It's a convoluted situation, because it's like a tribal, a young girl in a tribe is basically supposed to be married off to like fucking old men, and this young girl's never felt like she was a girl anyway. She's always felt more like a warrior, and she trained in that direction. Her sister got chosen as a warrior. She got married off as a 13-year-old to like a fucking 40-year-old man, and guess what? She wasn't down with it, and she never really felt like a girl anyway.
Yeah.
Established herself as a boy and shaved her head, so they hunted her the fuck down. Jeez. I think that's a pretty compelling story. Whether your decision on whatever sexuality thing is, like, fucking put that somewhere. Put that shit somewhere.
Yeah,
this is an interesting story.
This is an interesting story. Yeah, absolutely.
It's that same thing, and I've talked about this before. It's like people going, I'm not going to watch Brokeback Mountain because it's about gay cowboys. Fuck you.
It's a great story.
It's a fucking wonderful movie.
Phenomenal movie.
Put whatever it is you think about something over somewhere and watch a goddamn movie. Listen to a story. Mm-hmm. Maybe it'll teach you something.
Absolutely.
Maybe it'll teach you, oh shit, humanity.
Yeah, exactly.
But like,
wow, there's more than just one kind.
That's it. Yeah. And I think that there was a lot of very close-minded arguments when The Last of Us 2 came out that made me feel really weird because I don't really like pushy things in general.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't care what your agenda is. I don't really want you to be pushy about it.
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't find The Last of Us 2 to be that pushy. I don't.
Oh, okay.
I think it spotlights a few things that people could see as pushy, but it doesn't.
That's the big thing. A lot of people are so like ultimately
sensitive.
Well, it's that Okay, so across the board, media, the world in general is ultimately getting bigger. There's been a lot more inclusion of things, and I don't really see a fucking problem with it because again, more unique stories to tell.
Exactly.
Fucking great. Yeah. And that's about as far as it really needs to go, but people get up in arms, because again, it's like, well, why are you forcing this on me? And it doesn't even have to be anything where they're forcing it. They can just have a character that is a certain way, and if it's really obvious that they are that certain way, then people are going to get up in arms about it. And for real, fuck right off. Again, like, It's a good story, and people blow this shit out of proportion. It's literally feeding itself the cycle. People feed the trolls.
Seriously, dude. And once
people stop feeding your trolls.
Stop feeding them.
They will eventually die out and go away.
It really hit me because, I mean, I'd heard the controversy before The Last of Us 2 came out. I did everything except for see the leaks and see anything about the story.
Right.
But all the rest of all the tertiary news I was listening to. I was listening to the backlash. I was listening to this. Oh, Abby's trans. I can't believe they made this big buff trans woman in the middle of an apocalypse. You couldn't even get the steroids to... Okay, look.
Whatever.
Look, man. Okay. Number one... They were this just shows how stupid people are. They were looking at a girl that works out's appearance and thinking that their sexuality is a certain way.
Right.
Okay, well, you're being dumb. You're being dumb there. They never have that kind of situation in it. This is a girl that had a lot of, I almost want to say, abrupt daddy issues because she had a wonderful relationship with her father all the way up into the point to where Joel fucking took him away from her. And as soon as that happened, she had, like I said, abrupt daddy issues. But what she does to do that is she isolates herself from other people. She feels like, I can't open up to anyone anymore. She continues to strengthen her body so that she has armor, so that she has strength. This is a common thing that happens to people that suffer a major loss.
Right.
They collapse, or they build themselves up into a tank so that they can never be hurt again.
Yeah.
She's doing that thing. She's creating her armor. And the later in the story makes you realize that she can do all she wants to make herself seem big and scary and buff, and she can fucking crush heads all day long. She's still a person on the inside.
Right,
and
exactly.
she still has the same emotional susceptibility to other things.
Right.
And people wanted to look at this story and see her in a one light.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. And that's what it is. It's just like, we want to put these labels on people all the fucking time and don't even realize, well, the label, though it may be true.
Yeah.
It's still not the complete picture. It's still not the complete picture.
Yeah.
But people want to look at things so fucking simply. We as human beings love to categorize things, so we want to So when we try to apply categorization to people, we are literally.
It's just limitation.
It's all we're doing is limiting, and we're limiting the type of stories that we can tell. Yeah. And so, I mean,
it's people getting pissed off about something that they didn't even have the information about the story, and because I mean, and then people being attached to characters, and then people having a political agenda and getting online. And, it was a bunch of salts
I'm almost positive,
dude.
For real, a lot of this is just fucking clickbait.
That's
a lot of it's clickbait.
Well, that's actually what I mean when I say political agenda.
Yeah,
is their political agenda is to be on a certain side so that their constituents want to. Every news organization. Period. I repeat the things that the people that watch me want to hear.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Pretty much.
That's what I mean. Is people playing into a system that they know that they can game by fucking with people's emotions, right?
Right.
And it made a negative hype around a game that's a pretty good goddamn experience, except for the lack of a macro story. Yeah. And that's really what gets me about The Last of Us 2 right there.
Yeah.
Bunch of people didn't even give it a chance because of some fucking clickbait.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Instead they'd just been like, I don't really care about the story, they would have had a lot of fun stabbing folks in the neck.
That's right.
And they would have seen some of the most beautiful places.
Absolutely.
On PlayStation.
PS4 at its peak, guys. That was literally the swan song for the PS4.
I'm waiting to play it on PS5. That's actually when I'm going to replay it. It's going to be one of those things that I do because I can't wait to. Yeah. I'm hoping that it's updated frame rate.
Yeah.
That we don't know yet. We really don't know.
Yeah.
But we'll see about those things.
So basically what we're saying, guys, get over your shit and play this fucking game.
Get over your shit, man.
Yeah.
Get over your shit. And play a game too before you make a judgment on it.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of these people weren't even playing the game. They were basing their opinion on conjecture.
And look, if it's one of those things where it's just
opinion.
like if it's one of those things where it's just like, okay, this game is obviously just not my thing.
Yeah, gotcha.
I mean,
don't play it.
I don't mind watching it, but personally, that's not really what I look for in games for a lot of the time.
I understand.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Last of Us 2, pretty much not my thing.
You're not a Metal Gear fan, are you?
Not really.
Yeah.
Not super bad. I mean, I love Snake Eater.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because who the fuck doesn't love Snake Eater?
Oh, yeah.
But am I going to trip over myself to get the latest and greatest Metal Gear as soon as it comes out and play the shit out of it? Fuck no.
No, I will.
Yeah, I know you will. And that's why I'm not too worried about it, because I'll at least know about it. I'll at least hear from you what it's all about.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Unless it's Metal Gear Survive, and then we just forget about that.
What? Wait, what was that?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay, good.
Well, guys, I that's kind of relevant. It's kind of not relevant. It's kind of one of those things that I think, giving it a little bit of time makes people able to reflect better. Hindsight, all
Absolutely.
that. I
think overall this game
things.
Yeah, that's it. Don't limit yourself. Just try
things,
Yeah.
And if you're getting a PlayStation 5 and you get the PlayStation Plus with PlayStation 5, I'm pretty sure this is going to be on that top 100 games list.
Oh, sweet.
So I'm thinking that you're just going to get it for free.
Just might as well play it at that point.
Try it out. So. And if you don't like the story, skip it and stab people. It's dope.
Yeah.
Also, Flamethrower. I forgot to say Flamethrower.
Oh, shit.
Flamethrower.
10 out of 10. Hands down. Fucking Flamethrower.
The Flamethrower really was the thing that pushed me to the, this is fucking brilliant.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
That's all you have to do to make me happy, guys. Give me a Flamethrower.
Yeah.
The most unfair weapon ever.
Absolutely. Flamethrowers are jetpacks, guys. Flamethrowers are jetpacks.
I've never really asked the subscribers, the listeners rather, to give me anything on this podcast. But if you want, why don't you tell me your favorite flamethrower? Movies, games. Talk to me. I want to know.
Absolutely. Leave it in the comments, guys. Yeah.
I want to see if anybody lines up with me.
Yeah. Leave us some comments. Maybe we'll talk about it on the next episode. Who the fuck knows?
We want to know how you burn.
That's right. Great.
Well, guys, I don't know what we're doing next time, but we're going to be doing a second podcast.
We'll think of something. So this one is actually going to be this podcast is actually, I think we've decided this is going to like a weekly thing.
Yes.
So and we've been doing it pretty much weekly for the past few weeks anyway.
Hopefully we won't skip any, but we're going to try to do every week from the foreseeable future.
So guys, come back and listen to us every Monday.
You got the spiel?
I do have the spill, guys. You can find us on Spotify, Anchor, and Google Play, and pretty much anywhere else that you would like to listen to podcasts. Again, leave us some comments down below, and check us out on YouTube as well. I think that's it.
Roll outro music. No, I mean actually the music.
Oh, sorry.
Bye, guys.
Bye.